Hi, this is Sive Morten with the daily update on EuroFX. I post my exclusive market overviews with the key political and economical events, charts and important levels on the ForexPeaceArmy.com forums weekly. This short video is a response to rapidly changing situation on the currency markets and should help you to stay on top of the game and be profitable. I suggest you to visit ForexPeaceArmy.com forum and read my analysis for the week before watching this daily video.
Welcome back, everybody. Let's have a look again on euro currency. So do you see that almost every day we start with some surprising. So in the recent few sessions, every day in the morning we are looking at the market and take a look what has happened. Just absolutely crazy action. So that's becoming some normal situation for the recent few sessions. And indeed, yesterday, as you can see, what the performance we've got. This performance was across the board. We could see the same action on the gold market. And the reason was not with the inflation. Although inflation was slightly lower than expected, yes, it has provided some maybe support to the current tendency, but the reason was absolutely different. The reason was with the signing and adopting of the bill in the Congress of the cutting of the tax in the United States. So we have put the information in the Telegram channel, the statement from the Donald Trump. You could read it if you would like to, but in the current circumstance, it means only one thing: the decreasing of the income of the budget. So recently, Besant also tell that they have resolved the problem of the debt sale, and they will actually eliminate this problem for at least 2 years. So it will be no limits within the 2 years, and investors start asking whether it will be working the print machine on full power. So whether this will mean that will be some quantitative easing and so on. So lots of questions. So, but the big potential drop in budget income has actually punished the United States dollar and has dropped right back down to the 100 level. So if yesterday we said that 100 level stands on the monthly chart, and probably this is a question of the 1-2 weeks when it could reach it, events is developing very fast. And you can see what has happened in euro currency. Our monthly target that we also mentioned yesterday, around 112, 113, it already has been completed. In fact, this action that we see here is not the question of the daily scale, not the question even of the weekly scale. This is already a really big scale. It's a monthly time frame and so on, because right there around 113 area actually stands strong monthly confluence resistance area. Market currently stands slightly above it. I wouldn't say that's totally broken, but it stands currently slightly above it. Taking in consideration that market has overbought in all time frames, monthly, weekly, daily, in all time frames. So from the technical point of view, yes, of course, it was a really successful week, as we talked about this, our grabbers, everything has worked just fine. But today, I think that it would be better to stay aside from any new long position. Today, Friday, investors will start booking result before the weekend. What will happen in the weekend is very difficult to say, but in recent times, weekends becoming the source of the big surprises usually when the markets have been closed. When you're dealing with such a actually person as Donald Trump, you could expect everything. So from that standpoint of view, currently today, I think that it would be better to not consider taking any new long position. And actually shorts probably as well, because we currently don't have the background for that. By taking a look at the lower time frame here, butterfly just been completed perfectly, even has exceeded this 1618 target. Currently market also is forming bullish reversal bar. It is not confirmed yet. Maybe we will not get it by the close price, but for now it looks like the bullish reversal. It means that market could still flirt around the top for some time. Triangle, as we suggested, was bullish, so everything just works really great. On the hourly chart, the one thing that theoretically we could consider, I'm not sure if we definitely should trade it, but that's the only potential setup that I see. I am really not a big fan of this setup in the current circumstances, just because of the fundamental background and because of the recent type of action. But I just will share with you, maybe you will find it interesting. As you can see, this is the double repo sell. So we have great thrusting action in the hourly chart, close below the 3x3, close above, and setting the new top. If market will collapse here, forming close below, that will be the potential background for possible retracement back to the 1150, 1160 area. This will be the minimum target. Also keep an eye on the top. Here might be the minor grabber. Currently, if I plant here the MACD predictor, you will see that it's really important where this candle will close. So just a few minutes ago, it was right on the bottom. So if market will close somewhere in the lower part of this candle, it will be the grabber. If not, then it will not be the grabber. But for a pattern of the Jordan Napoli, it doesn't make big sense whether we will get the grabber on top or not, because the confirmation will be anyway if market will drop and close below 3x3. If it will not happen, then we will not have the bearish directional pattern. That's actually the only thing that we see currently. It maybe will be formed, I do not know. And this probably will happen only if traders indeed start booking results before the weekend. Classical pattern that might be potentially formed here, but hardly it will happen today. And you can see this might be the hand shoulders. This might be shoulder head if booking profits starts. This might be some classical pattern to be formed a bit later, but that's probably will be the question already for the next week. For now, I do not see anything, a lot of things that we could do. Result was great. It was good entry opportunities for taking long position, as we suggested, starting in the weekend even. But right now, market stands too overextended to consider the new longs, despite that we have strong bullish background here. Finally, speaking about the tariffs and in general what the real reason stands behind it, what the consequences might be, it's really a big topic, guys. We will cover it in the weekend. It is not as simple as it seems in the first glance. There is absolutely different target stands behind this, especially if you take a look and weigh how Donald Trump realized this strategy. It is very different to common ways when you have some economy strategy or in how you realize it. Donald Trump does absolutely different things. They do it differently, and I think that's absolutely different target stands behind it. So we will see. And the last moment, although you all will know it in the weekend, but currently I would say that if we consider the big upside target, next it will be around 120. This will be next monthly target. That's what we have. But first we need to see what will happen around the strong resistance area and the rebound in the nearest 1-2 weeks. That's probably might become the key for the next direction.